Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me for this week's mindfulness practice. My name's Leanna. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here for quite some time, thank you for returning. This week, we are going to be focusing on our hips. We'll be moving through a vinyasa-inspired class, some flows throughout, but really holding postures for longer so that we can really get deep into the fascia, and longer stretches and holds will allow us to offer some release to any tension or buildup in our hip regions. So it will be, as I mentioned, a vinyasa inspired class. So if you are new to vinyasa style, this will be a nice entryway point as we won't be doing too many flows throughout the sequence. But it will be pretty generous on the opening and the stretching throughout the hips. So it might be quite intense from that point of view. But as always, please take this practice at your own pace. Find rest, modify, and adjust as you may please. And of course, at any point of the practice, explore a posture further than what I'm guiding. Make this time on your mats your own and have fun with it. Stay safe, connect with your body. That's the whole point of being here, is for us to just tune inwards, come back to the body, calm the nervous system, and enjoy this time for ourselves. So whenever you're ready to get started, you can find your mats. If you have a block, it will be nice just to bring, the ground closer to you, but any sort of prop, like a water bottle, can also be helpful in those postures. Yeah, really nice if you have a block handy, grab that for your practice. And we will get started just on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. So making your way to your back bodies. The block can just rest by the side of your mat. Back body and head can rest down, soles of the feet together, knees wide. You can soften the gaze or close down the eyes. And you may rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. And we'll start to tune inwards. Taking this moment at the start of our practice to connect, to ground. Noticing the points of contact that your body is making with the earth beneath you. And feel that support of the earth holding you up. Coming to notice any tension in the body. Coming to notice the stretch along the groins, the inner thighs, as your knees are falling heavier outwards. And coming to tune into how your body is feeling in this moment. How's the energy? And how's the breath? Without altering the natural state of your breath, just acknowledging its natural flow. Notice the gentle rise and fall of your chest, of your belly. And then coming to breathe collectively, letting go of any hold you have on your breath. On your next inhale, draw in a long, deep breath through your nose, filling up, expanding your belly, chest to the sky. And then releasing a long sigh through the mouth, releasing any stagnant energy on the way down. Let's draw in another deep breath through the nose, filling up. Finding your depth, finding your expansion, and once you reach your point, releasing a long sigh through the mouth. One more round, just like that, deep breath in. Maybe sip in one last little bit of air, and then let out a long and heavy sigh. Notice if there's a gentle shift in the energy as we connected deeper with our breath. Now find a pace and a rhythm that feels supportive for you. and one that you can carry with you throughout your practice, one that could guide you and anchor you in the moment as we move throughout our sequence today. Really slowly starting to draw your hands to the other thighs, draw your legs into your chest. Give yourself a hug, a squeeze, a gentle rock side to side. And hands will plant beside you. Shins will come parallel with the ground. Think tabletop legs. Flex the toes towards your face. Gentle tuck of the navel to ground your lower back into the mat. Start with some core activation here. Take a deep breath in through center. And on your exhale, start to slowly lower your knees to a hover over to the right. Engaging that side body, engaging your core, and not collapsing, going to your depth. Once you reach your depth, inhale, we squeeze back through center. Exhale, we start to lower and lean those knees towards the left, finding your depth, keeping the side body engaged. Inhale back through center. Exhale, we lean and drop the knees to the right, moving really nice and slow here, engaging that core back through center. Exhale over to the left, feeling that side body start to fire on. Continuing to tuck the navel in, dropping to the right, back through center. We'll take this to the left. Rounding down through those palms, back through center. Let's do one more round to each side. Continuing to hold that core, using that to draw your legs from right to left. Come back through center. Give those knees a hug and squeeze into the chest. Draw our nose towards our knees. Gentle rock side to side. And coming back to that bend of the knees, shins parallel with the ground, and we'll drop the knees all the way to the right, coming to a supine twist. Right hand can rest on the outer edge of that left thigh. Left arm can come up into a T. Gaze may fall to the left. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And now we'll squeeze back through center. Use those obliques to draw your knees through center. And we'll allow them to fall to the left, taking that supine twist with those stacked knees. Left hand comes outside of that right thigh. Right arm into a T or cactus shape, and that gaze may follow. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Head draws back through center. We engage the obliques to draw those knees back through center. Give those legs a hug and squeeze. Gentle rock side to side. And keep hold of that right leg. Left leg goes high to the skies, flexing through the toes. Start to rock up and down the spine, creating enough momentum to draw yourself through to your sit bones. Hugging that right knee into your chest. Holding here, long spine, crown of the head lifts to the sky. You may stay here. You may grab that right foot with your left hand and hold your right knee in your right hand. Start to rock that leg side to side, really rocking through the hip joint here, starting to warm up really slowly. And keeping that crown of the head lifting to the sky, long spine, drawing that breath into the right hip. And continuing to flex those toes. Option to stay here. You may take this a little deeper. You can start to hug that right leg into your chest. Maybe you interlace the fingers and rock that leg in your arms like a baby, side to side. Going a little bit deeper into the glute, into the outer hip. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. We'll slowly release that shin down. Sole of the right foot comes to the inner edge of that left thigh. Inhale, we reach tall through that spine. Turn towards our left foot. On that exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, we reach tall. Exhale, we lean forward. Reaching for that left foot. Inhale, we reach, lift out of the pose. Exhale, we fall forward. Holding here in this forward fold. Your hands may grab hold of your shin, your ankle, your foot. And your nose is drawing towards that left thigh. Take a deep breath in. Maybe you inch out of the pose. And on that exhale, maybe you fall a little deeper. On the next breath in, reach tall. Right hand plants behind you. We stand on that right shin. Baby stargazer, reach the left arm overhead, engaging the glutes to lift the hips to the sky, stretching out through the abdomen. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, you slowly start to tuck your chin into your chest as those hips meet the ground, sit bones meet the ground. We come back through center. Cross that left leg in front of the right, coming to a tall seat. Grounding down through the sit bones. Inhale, we reach tall through the hands. Exhale, palms through heart center. Taking a moment here. Eyes closed down or softening the gaze. Rooting down through your sit bones, crown of the head reaching to the sky. We'll take this moment to ground here into our practice. And if intention setting is a part of your practice, I invite you to welcome in your intention now. And asking yourself what you need from this next little bit of time on our mats together. And we'll take a deep breath in together. And a long sigh away. Gently flutter the eyes open. I hope you all have a wonderful practice. We'll roll over the knees, coming to a tabletop. Grounding down through all fours. Start to cat-cow through the spine. On that inhale, your belly drops, gaze and tailbone lifts. On your exhale, you push the ground away, tuck the chin and navel. Good, let's do a few more rounds here, moving with your breath and welcoming in any other movements that your body's craving along the way. Maybe it's a twist side to side, a rock of the head left to right. Just really slowly warming up through the spine. Good, and the next time your back rounds into cat, start to sit those hips back towards your heels for a child's pose for a brief moment. Right away on that breath in, you arch into cow as those hips draw forward for a modified up dog. Exhale, you slowly roll through the spine, sit those hips back towards your heels. Inhale, you arch your back, coming into cow, those hips draw forward for that modified up dog. Good, really slowly, let's move through 3 more rounds here at your own pace. Moving with your breath. And taking one last round here. And then grounding down through table. Tuck the toes, lift your hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Finding your breath here in downward facing dog and finding any movements you need to welcome in this new shape. Maybe it's pedaling out through the heels. Maybe it's that twist again, side to side. And what can you do here to welcome in this new shape and make this time through these next few breaths completely unique to you? Finding 3 more breaths here. Last 2. The last one, settling on your exhale. On your breath in, heels lift, knees bend. We tiptoe the feet to meet our hands at the top of our mat, coming to a forward fold. Generous bend in the knees here. You may walk your feet hip distance apart. And start to grab opposite elbows. You may rock side to side, just letting this feel really heavy and nice. Tailbone reaching towards the sky, crown of the head reaching towards the ground. Good, releasing any grip if you have it. On your next breath in, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release. Ground down through your feet, really slowly lift up one vertebrae at a time. Chin tucked to chest, crown of the head comes up last. And when you arrive, rolling those shoulders towards your ears, relaxing them down your back. Walking the feet in, toes come to touch, heels slightly apart. Palms facing forward, strong legs, Tadasana. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, we reach tall, extended mountain. Exhale, we fall forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. From knees or toes, lower halfway or all the way on your exhale. Finding your back bend on your inhale. Downward facing dog on your exhale. Landing with a breath, deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Next inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step forward to Malasana. Toes point outwards, heels point in. Mat distance apart. When you're ready, sit your hips down, shine your heart forward. Grounding down through your feet, engaging the glutes so you're not collapsing in the hips. Feel that lift through your heels. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky, heart shining forward. Using those elbows to draw your knees outwards, take a deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, arms reach forward or they place behind you as you start to roll inwards through those feet and the sit bones meet the ground. Good. Once you arrive, shimmying your sit bones back an inch or two, right leg goes long. We hug that left knee into our chest. Good. Long spine, crown of the head reaching tall, flexing those right toes towards your face. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Option to stay as you are, or that left hand or right hand may wrap around that left foot. Starting to flex through those toes, holding that left knee with your left hand, and you may rock side to side in the hip. Doing any movement here that feels intuitive for you. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Continuing to flex those toes, continuing to lift the crown of the head to the sky, long spines. And then option to stay as you are. You may take this a little deeper, wrapping your hands, or arms rather, interlacing your hands around that left leg. Starting to rock it like a baby, left to right. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. We plant that shin down, sole of the foot comes to the inside of that right thigh. On an inhale, we reach tall through those hands, long spine. Turning towards our right leg this time. Exhale, we fold forward. Inhale, we reach tall. Exhale, we fold over the leg. Just one more time. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, fold forward. Reaching for the shin, ankle, or foot. And drawing that nose towards your thigh. And deep breath in. Fold a little deeper on that exhale. Deep breath in. Long breath out. On your next breath in, we reach tall through those hands. Left hand plants behind you. Come to stand on the left shin, sweep that right arm overhead, squeeze through the glutes, hips to the sky, baby stargazer. Reaching behind you through that right hand, take a deep breath in. Long breath out, deep breath in. Really slowly, chin to chest, you bring the hips back down to the ground, grounding through your sit bones. Good. That right leg crosses in front of the left this time, tall seat. Grounding down here, take a deep breath in, we reach tall. Exhale, palms to heart center. Roll over your knees, coming to a tabletop position to make our way back to downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in once you arrive. Landing on the exhale. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step or hop to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through the feet, engage the glutes, reach tall for that extended mountain. Breath out, we fall over the legs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, hands plant, we step back from knees or toes, moving through your vinyasa or going straight to downward facing dog. Not rushing through the movements here. And finding your breath once you arrive. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, right toes reach tall, three-legged. Bend through the knee, find scorpion, squeezing that heel towards your glute. Deep breath in, knee to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, tiger curl. Slowly step that foot through. Lower the back knee. Arms reach tall, crescent lunge. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Really squeezing those glutes, lunging into that front knee. Taking notice of that stretch along the front of the left hip. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Maybe that leg hovers on the way down. Landing with the breath. Next inhale, left toes reach tall. We bend through the knees, scorpion. Heel to glute. Inhale, we reach that knee higher. Exhale, knee to nose. We slowly step through, finding your low crescent. Right knee drops down. Once you find your legs, you breathe in, reach those hands tall. Deep breath in. Lunge a little deeper on that exhale. Good, engaging those glutes, pushing the hips forward and taking notice of that stretch along the front of the right hip this time. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out, soften the shoulders. Deep breath in, maybe a slight back bend. Exhale, frame your front foot, step back, vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Maybe that leg hovers. Landing with a breath once you arrive. Next inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step through to Malasana. Feet to mat distance apart, toes out, heels in. We sit our hips down. And shining our heart forward, grounding down through those feet, lifting out through the hips. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Pushing those knees outwards for one more breath in. Hands meet the ground. We step that left foot back, taking a lizard lunge. So staying high on those back toes. Right foot on the long edge side of your mat. Start to rock side to side in that hip. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. It might be helpful to bring a block underneath your hands here to bring the ground closer to you. And continue to rock side to side in that hip. We lower the left knee and come to the knife edge side of that right foot. And the option to use that right hand to push that knee outwards even more. Offering a gentle twist in the spine, continuing to squeeze those glutes to push the hips forward. You might start to feel this a little deeper in the groin, the inside of that thigh as you push that knee outwards. Option to stay here, you may take that right hand to your lower back to instigate that twist through the upper spine and to instigate those hips forward even deeper. Good, and then last option here, you may bend through the left leg, grab hold of that left foot, coming to a quad stretch on the left side. Continuing to lunge forward, opening up through the hips. And taking notice if the breath has become constricted, can you soften out of the pose? Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Really slowly releasing that foot if you have it, letting the leg release to the ground. That right hand comes to the inside of that right foot. Tuck the left toes, lift the back knee. Release the block if you have it, and step back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. We step forward to meet our hands at the top of our mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through the feet, reach tall, extended mountain. Right away, we fall forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. Moving with your breath, landing with your breath once you arrive. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. We step through to Malasana. Toes out, heels in, hips sit down. Shining your heart forward, rooting down through the feet. And lifting out through the glutes, through the heels. To feel that lift out of your hips. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Take notice of how this third round in our yogi squat may feel a little bit more open, maybe a little bit more limber. Take a deep breath in. Hands meet the ground. We step that right foot back, coming to a lizard lunge. Keeping that right knee lifted to begin, high on those back toes. And we'll start to gently rock side to side in the hip. Slowly warming ourselves up here. Deep breath in. Long breath out. You may take that block underneath the hands to bring the ground closer to you. Lower that back knee, untuck the back toes. Start to roll to the outside edge of that left foot, coming a little deeper into the stretch. Deepening that stretch into the inner thighs, into the groin on the left side this time. And continuing to squeeze those glutes to push the hips forward and down. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Option to stay here. You may use that left hand to push that knee outwards even deeper. Moving intuitively with what your body is craving here in this shape. And honoring if this side is showing up a little differently from the right. Honoring the complexity and the difference between sides in our bodies, one often being more dominant than the other. Option is stay here, or you may take that left hand to your lower back to instigate the hips down even deeper and to welcome in this nice twist along the upper spine. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Option to stay as you are. You may take this last engagement of bending through that right knee, grabbing hold of that right foot, and welcoming in this quad stretch along the front of the right quad. And continuing to lunge into the front knee, continuing to push those hips towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Slowly releasing the hand or foot rather if you have it. That right leg meets the ground, left hand meets the ground. We tuck those back toes, lift the back knee, remove the block from beneath you if you have it, and step back to your downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. Step or hop to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Root down through the feet, engage the glutes, lift tall to the sky, extended mountain, maybe a slight back bend. Right away, we fall forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, release. Plant the hands, step back, vinyasa or straight to downward facing dog. Moving nice and slow through these shapes along the way. And finding your breath when you arrive. Good. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. We step through to Malasana. Good. Sitting the hips down and back. Finding Malasana one last time here. Really using those elbows to push your knees outwards. Maybe you rock side to side in the heels. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Hands meet the ground, forward fold. Walk those feet underneath your hips, finding that generous forward fold again, grabbing opposite elbows, or maybe interlacing your hands to the base of the neck. Rocking side to side, letting this feel really nice and heavy. And release any grip if you have it on your next breath in. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through your vinyasa straight to downward facing dog. Right away on your next breath in, right toes reach tall. We bend the knee, open the hip, deep breath in. Knee to nose, drop that shin down for pigeon. We walk those left toes back. Take a breath in our upright position, tall spine. And on that exhale, you may lower and find your depth. Forearms to the ground, forehead to the ground or a block. And really falling heavy here in that right hip. And letting gravity do the work for you. As your hips release closer towards the ground. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Really slowly use those palms to lift ourselves back upright, and we'll reverse out of this pose. So lift the back knee, tuck those back toes, squeeze the right knee towards your nose, and then we reach it to the sky, bending through the knee. Option to stay, or you may drop that right foot behind you. Weight comes into the left hand. We sweep the right arm overhead for full wild thing. Take a deep breath in, squeezing those glutes to lift the hips to the sky. One more inhale. Really slowly start to pivot back forward. Right hand meets the ground, right leg tall, and release it in downward facing dog. Right foot meets the left. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in, left toes reach tall, three-legged. We bend the knee, open the hip. Deep breath, knee tall. Knee to nose, and we drop that shin down for pigeon. Walk the right toes back. Take a breath in our upright posture. And on your exhale, you may find your depth. Forearms come to the ground, or forehead meets the ground. Coming back to that breath.
And drawing that breath into your left hip, your left glute. Gentle rock side to side maybe. Or maybe holding still. And allowing this to feel really heavy across the hips as they reach towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Really slowly, using those palms to lift yourself upright. We'll reverse out of the pose, ground down through the palms. Lift the back knee, tuck the back toes, knee to nose. We reach that left leg tall, bend through the knee, open for scorpion. Option to find wild thing, that left foot drops back, weight into the right hand, left arm sweeps overhead, squeeze the glutes, lift to the sky, deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Really slowly start to pivot back forward. Left hand meets the ground. Left foot reaches tall, three-legged, and we drop it to meet the right for a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Inhale, we reach tall, or heels lift rather, knees bend. Inhale, heels lift, knees bend. We step or hop to meet our hands at the top of our mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach tall, ground down. Mountain, extended mountain pose. And exhale, we fall over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Root down, reach tall, extended mountain. Maybe a slight back bend, push the hips forward. Exhale, we fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Coming to a high plank, holding from knees or toes. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Bending through the elbows, we slowly lower down to our bellies. Untucking the toes once you arrive. And that left arm will come out in front of us, parallel with the top edge of our mat. We'll bend through that right knee and grab hold of that ankle or foot. And start to draw that foot towards your glute. And breathing here, taking notice of this maybe subtle, maybe generous stretch along the front of that right hip into the quad. And to deepen this stretch, you'll start to draw that foot to the outside of your glute. Maybe that heel reaches towards the ground depending on your mobility. Mine definitely does not yet. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Slowly releasing the foot back down to the ground, and we'll switch sides. That right arm comes out parallel with the top edge of our mat. Bend through the left knee and grab hold of that left foot. And starting to draw that foot towards your glute. Nice little shoulder opener, chest opener in this pose too, which is quite nice actually. Take a deep breath in. Maybe that heel starts to reach towards the ground on the outside of that hip. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. One more round of breath. On that exhale, slowly release the foot. Leg meets back down. We plant those hands by our sides. Sit our hips back for a child's pose. Knees draw wide, toes come to touch. Forehead meets the ground or a block. And you may reach those arms back by your side, curling up into a nice shell. And really sitting those hips down and back. Maybe you draw those knees a little wider to increase this stretch. Become curious with how you can make this shape unique to you. And we'll find 3 long deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. And really slowly grounding down through those palms to lift yourself upright.
Make our way to our sit bones. Legs come out in front of you. And bend through those knees. We'll take a seated figure 4. So we'll cross that right ankle over our left thigh, flex through those toes, and you'll start to rock side to side in that hip. Do whatever feels intuitive for you here. You might walk that left foot in closer to your body to increase the stretch along the outside of that right hip, that right glute. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. One more deep breath in. Long breath out. We'll release that right foot down. Taking a reverse table, those feet come hip distance apart, hands stay planted behind you. Deep breath in, engage the glutes, draw down through all fours, lift the hips to the sky. Head may drop back if that feels good on the neck. Take a deep breath in. Push the ground away. Engaging the entire back body. One more deep breath in. Chin to chest, and we slowly lower back down to the ground. Taking a moment here to just let that settle. And then we'll switch sides. That left ankle comes crossed over the right thigh, flexing through those toes. Hands stay planted. Oh my gosh. Hands stay planted as they are, and you'll start to gently rock side to side in this hip. And you may walk that right foot in a little deeper, closer to the body, to fall a little deeper. Just breathing into the left side here. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Really slowly releasing that, coming back to our reverse table, feet plant, hip distance apart. Ground down through all fours. Inhale, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips to the sky. Maybe that head drops back. Take a deep breath in. Lift those hips even higher, squeezing the entire back body, really rooting down through all fours. One more deep breath in. Chin to chest, we slowly lower back down. And once you arrive, hug those legs into your body, wrap your arms around your shins, and tuck your chin towards your knees. Forehead may come to your knees, curling up into a tight ball. And we'll slowly lift out of that pose, make our way to our back bodies. And once you arrive, hugging those knees into your chest. And then hugging those knees into your chest. And left sole plants down. We cross that right leg completely over the left. Lift the hips, shimmy them to the right. Knees fall left. Arms come out into a T or bent at 90 in a cactus shape. And that gaze may fall to the right. And you may use that left hand to push that thigh even deeper into this twist. And take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Next, inhale, engage through the side body obliques to lift those knees back through center. Uncross the legs, and we'll take this to the opposite side. Left leg crosses over the right this time, like we're sitting at a table. Lift the hips, shimmy them to the left. Knees fall to the right. And find your arms, and you may find that gaze falling to the left. Falling heavy here. Breathing into the back body, down into that glute, down into that hip. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. Good. Really slowly release that, drawing back through center. Give those legs a hug and squeeze into your chest and come into a happy baby, grabbing hold of those feet, the shins, feet to the sky as those knees draw into your armpits. Relaxing the shoulders and head down, maybe rocking side to side. One last little bit of opening along the back body, into the hips, into the glutes. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Deep breath in. Long breath out. And one more deep breath in. And really slowly releasing the grip. Legs plant down, coming into Savasana, your final resting shape. Legs will come out long. Arms can rest by your side, or perhaps one on your heart and one on your belly. Also the option to take Supta Baddha Konasana, where we started practice, and recline butterfly with those legs. Knees can draw wide, soles of the feet can come together. And softening the gaze, closing down the eyes. And slight tuck of the chin to elongate that neck, to allow the breath to flow freely. And falling heavy through the shoulders, through the hips, and letting those feet fall inwards or outwards. And letting go of all effort, falling completely into ease. And taking a couple moments here to rest before moving into the rest of your day. Watching that breath travel in and out through the body, and allowing it to hold yourself present here in the space for these last couple minutes of our practice. I will guide you back when the time is right. Option to finish practice today exactly as you are on your back bodies, and resting here for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to finish seated with me, starting to welcome in small movements, wiggling the fingers and toes, nodding the head left to right, and eventually hugging those knees into your chest and falling into fetal position on your favorite side, using your bottom arm as a pillow to rest there for a moment. In whatever shape you find yourself in, taking a moment here to notice how the body is feeling compared to the start of your practice. Allowing the effects of this practice to continue to radiate through your body as you leave your mats here today.
And really slowly using your hands to lift yourself up to a seat. And grounding down through your sit bones. Eyes can remain closed, or gaze can be softened towards your laps. Crown of the head reaching towards the sky, lengthening the spine. Roll your shoulders towards your ears, relax them down your back. And we'll bring our hands to heart center. Gentle tap of the thumbs into our chest, sending in love and gratitude for making the time to show up here today, for your practice, to move, to breathe, and to cultivate mindfulness and community. And we'll take one last deep breath in here together. Deep inhale. Long sigh away. We'll thank all the past teachings and practices that have come before us, and for this ability to connect here together. Thank you for letting me guide you through your practice today. May the love enlighten me shine through to the love enlighten you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed practice today. Hope your hips are feeling open and good and really yummy. Such a beautiful way to release any tension from sitting all day or from running, or so many things add tension in our hips. So I hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling open. And if nothing's at the forefront for you, know that your body took in the wisdom and what it needed today. So enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, whatever time it is for you. And leave me a comment to let me know how you're feeling, where you're tuning in from. I always love hearing from you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It helps my videos reach more people with more likes and subscribes. So love to connect and expand the community as we continue to grow here together. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next week for next week's mindfulness practice. Thank you, everyone.